All right, welcome to this video. My name is Farbot, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a content creator, and I'm pretty much passionate about creating content. And in today's video, what I wanted to actually talk about is how do you charge high ticket pricing for your videography services? So, if you're a videographer, you run a videography business, maybe you've been running it essentially like for a little while, or you might have just started running your videography business. Um, so yeah, this is for you. So in today's video, what I'm just going to be covering is how do you go from charging $300 to 3 grand, right? It's pretty common us as videographer. We get into the space because we're passionate about creating content. If you're not really passionate, probably you shouldn't be in this business. So if you're passionate about it, you get into the business and you are just charging too little, right? So you're just charging 300, 500 just to get that first few clients. And something isn't working really, really right. So because of that, you are not being profitable. And this training, this short video training is mostly for people who are just like solopreneur or videographer. You might even have a big team or like few people underneath your operation. So, but you're charging too little. So you could be running real estate videography business and you're charging $300, $500, and your profitability is going down. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how do you charge more and how to get into the high ticket space. So in fact, doing high ticket, it's not about doing more. In fact, it's about doing less, but in a right way. So the way you can do this is first you have to identify what niche you're going after. Let's say if you're going after real estate, then you want to focus more on like high end type of production that looks decent, whether that's like speed ramp, whether the color gradings stand out, something that represents premium. So your whole branding could be around premium, your whole um, portfolio that you showcase could be around that. Now, let's say you offering a different service. You might be in a wedding videography business. For that, it's pretty reasonable to justify that price if you're doing a full day. Um, or it could be other niches. Trying to think of some like coaches, consultants, or some sort of like B2B services, right? So, in order to charge high ticket, what you need to do is you need to package it in a way that your customers they understand the value. So the value is super important. So if you can represent the value of what they get out of it. So for example, videos can actually help people increase the trust. So it's more like a trust gen than lead gen. So lead generation is pretty much important as well. So it helps you reduce your cost of advertising. But the main thing, the main value that video usually provide is trust, right? So people are able to gain trust. So you gains people attention and you're able to retain that attention so they continue watching your content. So the trust is built almost like instantly. They see you as authority and they want to work with you, right? So the first thing I would do, I would say, is represent your brand or what you do as an expert. So you want to come in to their eye as an expert. So if you're charging too low, they're not even going to take you serious, right? And you start attracting, um, bad clients or low quality type of clients, whereas you want to be premium. So you say, hey, our production prices starts at 3 grand, and this is what you get. So the other thing you can do, you can structure it so you can be like, hey, this includes pre-production, production, a day of filming. That this could be 2 to 4 hours. Then you edit them and you provide two revision. You deliver it to the client, and the client's happy. You can even post it on their behalf, and so on and so forth, and provide strategy on how we can use this content. So the other thing I would say, when you charge high ticket, you want to attract clients that are at a higher revenue, right? So I usually find like multiple six figure a year. So whether that's 20, 30 grand a month, usually can justify the price. Whereas if you go to a startup, it might be a little bit harder to justify. However, this may not be always the case. Maybe they're like a brand new Shopify business and they have the budget and they're ready to allocate it. But a lot of the time, if you go after under 10K a month businesses, you're gonna have trouble, closing the high ticket, if that makes sense. So the best one I find out is like the revenue level. Uh, Pick the niche that you want to go working with. You can even start broad and just make sure that when you actually work with them, they see the value, they see, you know there's no sort of like hesitation for moving forward. So, and always increase the value during your sales process so they see all the benefit. You want to obviously have a good sales process in place where you understand their needs, wants, goals, and their pain points. And so that will help you make the selling process much smoother and easier. And this actually helps you because you only need few clients that are high ticket to you just need 3 or 4 of these clients to hit 10K a month. So the only challenge I would say is that consistently being able to hit that. But if this is your first time, like you want to charge high ticket, this is what I would suggest you doing. And yeah, it's all always about reverse engineering, right? So what do my brand, what do I want to be known for, right? How you represent yourself, whether that's your Instagram, Facebook, or your branding, the type of clients that you attract. And if the portfolio is a low quality portfolio, don't include it in your, I guess, like, Instagram or Facebook or website. Just make sure you put up all the best type of work, that's the type of client that you want to attract. So showcase to those and be talking to those people who are qualified for that specific type of clients that you're going after. So, and this is something you could do early on as well. Let's say someone has a hair salon and they're just one person, or they might be a makeup artist and they're just one person and they don't really have the budget. So you can always qualify them and just let them know that they may not be the right fit to what you offer your services to. Be clear about that. So then that way you know who your ideal clients are and who aren't. Whereas it could be a different case for a makeup artist, someone who's has a small team, has info product, does coaching, things like that. Those are like the ideal clients. So you get the understanding. So it really depends. It's not just about the niche, is what level they're currently at, what sort of like revenue level they're currently at, how much budget they can allocate into this. And if people, let's say they keep you price objection, you can always try to handle them. So improve your sales objection handling. That's what you could be doing. Lastly, you can even offer payment plan options. So if it's 3 grand, just you know do 50% upfront now and the rest 14 days later or the month later, the latest. That's something you could do. If still people are hesitant to move forward, then chances are that they don't really are qualified. They don't really see the benefit. So maybe you have to go back in your sales process to showcase the value of what they get, so that is very very clear for them, right? So one thing I really find is it actually becomes much more simpler when you start charging high tickets. And if you're not able to straight away 10x what you're charging, let's say you're charging 300, you can aim for 1000 and sign up a couple of those clients and increase it to 1500, then 1500 to 2000. That's something you could do. So if you want to still make some sales, you could do that. And but yeah, I hope you got some value out of this. If you need help with you know getting more coaching, and you're just a beginner video, whether you're a beginner videographer or a content creator, whether you are an aspiring one, or you are looking to start your videography business, or you already have an existing videography business and you feel like you can get to the next level, then feel free to hit me up on Instagram. So we do have a coaching or mentorship program available right now. And if you want to get more information about that, hit me up on Instagram or join my free Facebook community. Make sure I put the link below, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.